Guys, it's AJ. Welcome back to my channel and Happy New Year's 2021. So, as you guys may have seen, again, I have a habit of just disappearing sometimes. It's something, a New Year's resolution of mine is to stay consistent. So, a little bit of transparency for you there, but I've always been transparent about that for the most part. So, we got a lot of catching up to do. So I know I missed some big things. We are officially in the age of Aquarius. So welcome, guys. Um, I believe the age of Aquarius is about working together in community. And that's something that I am huge on. If you guys have never seen any of my videos before, that's something I'm really big on. And if you have, you already know that I always say it's like strength in numbers and we need to get our community together. We have to have accountability partners, etc., etc. So I'm really hoping this universal shift will kind of, affect people in a different way. Whether you believe in astrology or not, or the stars aligning and planets and all that stuff, there are scientific facts that during certain during certain universal concepts and occurrences, people's behavior tends to change. So, I there, it's science. So it's an actual fact. And yeah, I just want to see how it goes. So I'm looking forward to 2021 and beyond. I am grateful to be here. A lot of us, a lot of our loved ones didn't make it. COVID has affected a lot of people, and yeah, it's taken a lot of people out. So rest in peace to them. They will stay near and dear to our hearts and our minds, and I'm just grateful to be here, and I hope you guys are too. So, with that said, we're in Age of Aquarius. Spoke about that. Let's work a little bit more on community and stop thinking about self as much. And with that, I want to get on something because it's like the perfect transition. So, I have a habit of doing for others more than I do for self. I compromise a lot. Um, when I see someone in need, I always want to reach out and help however I can, even if I may not be in the best predicament to help out. And when I say that, I usually mean energy wise. So, I have some issues with my energy that I'm trying to work out or whatever, but I stretch myself thin a lot. And this goes across the board. Even when I'm at work, I do things that are not a part of my job description because I feel like, why not? Like, why not? I just go above and beyond. Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing, but that's just an example. And then I'll come home and I'll do a whole bunch of stuff that's not for me to do. And then I will go like see a friend struggling and I'll reach out like, what do you need me to do? Oh, your car's down. Do you need a ride here? Do you need a ride there? Oh, okay, cool. Or, something of that nature, even though I'd rather be resting or recording videos or there's so many other things that I need to do for myself. And I kind of put it to the wayside just to appease and help others. So, granted, helping others is great. It's nothing wrong with that. But it's time to help ourselves first. Self-care is my priority in 2021. And it's not just about spa days and facials and sleeping in and bathtubs and baths with candles all around it and aromatherapy and things of that nature. It's about mental peace, mental clarity. It's about going to see a therapist because that's what I'm starting 2021 off with. I have reached out to a therapist and I do want to reach out to a few, a psychotherapist and a hypnotherapist. So, I feel like I have a few blockages going on in my life, and I'm at a standstill right now trying to overcome those blockages, and self actualize those blockages. So I can't even recognize what the blockages are right now. And I see I'm making progression. I have made progression, but it's if it is any, because I feel stagnant right now, but if it is any more progression, it feels like, okay, I just need to get over this little hump. I need an additional push. I need some assistance. So that's why I'm reaching out to the therapist. Um, I've been listening to this book about childhood trauma and how that manifests into other things. And the book upset me. I will say a specific chapter about childhood trauma. It really upset me, and I could not pinpoint why. That's the real issue. I can't pinpoint why to this day. And I was upset, and I'm like, why am I frustrated? Why am I upset? Why am I overwhelmed with frustration and sadness right now? So I feel like that's my body and my subconscious talking to me, saying that there's something that I've shelved and archived and kind of pushed back to the wayside in my mind about my childhood, and something I internalized, so it doesn't have to be something like, oh, some great trauma, or something like, oh, somebody beat me or anything like that. I No, that didn't happen. But I feel like it's something that I either witnessed or something I said. And I've witnessed a lot of shit in my childhood. So, like a lot of us, we grew up in the hood, so I had my grandma had a gang member next door to her and a gang member across the street. And old dude used to shoot. Like we were outside playing and he was shooting. Like, and we had to run through that, like, to get home. So it's like, come on now. We I've been through some shit, drive-bys, all that stuff. But we always think, people who have kind of been through it, we always think like, shit, people die every day, B. Like, people go through shit, we see shit, growing up in the hood, that's what it is. But it's not normal. It's not okay for a kid to experience those things. It's not. And I think growing up in that kind of environment um, has assisted in numbing some of the feelings that I was feeling as I was growing up. And then I had an extreme um, period of death of loved ones around me. And it was like in a short frame of time. And I think that kind of just shut me out. Well, it shut me off to the world. And then I became closed up and kind of rebellious and things of that nature. So, I feel like I have a lot to unpack with a therapist. And, I'm willing to see how it goes. So I checked out this website that I heard from a podcast that I listened to. And it's therapy for Black girls. So I went on that website, therapyforblackgirls.com, and looked at some therapists near me. They're all Black women. And I found one that I really think I would like, and that will identify and resonate with me in a way that I need. So yeah, I'm starting off with therapy 2021. And also, I want to reach out to a hypnotherapist. So I'm still doing research on that. And I hope to find someone who can help me with, my habits and some bad habits that I have, especially with like procrastination and my perceived laziness and all that stuff. So I want to help on multiple levels. I want to get to the root of my childhood trauma. And I think that'll open up a lot of blessings and abundance and clear up a lot of this negative energy in this brain space that is shelving this stuff. Because the more trauma and things that you kind of shelf and that resides in your brain, the less room you have for new things and new emotional ventures and situations and whatnot. So I want to clear all that old stuff up. I want to clean house, and I want to start over with, new ideals, new mindsets, new feelings, and better emotions so that I can go forward and really progress like I need to. So that's that with the psychotherapy and the childhood trauma. Let's see what else. I got my notes on the side, so if I look off, that's what I'm looking at. Christmas and Kwanzaa and the holidays. So all of that passed. I hope you guys' holiday was amazing, or holidays were amazing. And obviously New Year. Um, so yeah, my holidays were great. We did celebrate Kwanzaa this year. It wasn't as in depth as I would have wanted, but we're making progress. This is a whole new holiday that we're celebrating in our household personally. So I've known about Kwanzaa for a couple years now, and uh, last year I said I wanted to celebrate it. I didn't really fall through on it. The first 2 days, I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. And then by day three, I forgot about it. So this year, I at least acknowledged the days, not always on social media, but I acknowledged the days within myself and my household. And I didn't have the candle holder. So I know that's one big symbolic thing. So it's like Hanukkah. You gotta get the lights and whatnot. Damn. I wish I remembered the name of the candle holder, which is crazy because I know the menorah. There we go. So, you need that to light your candles. And I feel like because I was missing that for Kwanzaa, it didn't stick like it needed to. So definitely next year, I'm gonna get one. Well, this year because it's 2021. So this Kwanzaa, I will be celebrating the correct way, and I'll do more prepping. For Christmas, Christmas was amazing. It was beautiful this year. It was much needed. It was much needed because I feel like this year has been full of stress, full of uncertainty, full of chaos. Um, and it's just to end this year off the way it did was amazing. My daughter had a beautiful Christmas. Um, I did. Jerome did. We all had a beautiful holiday this year. Um, so yeah, that was beautiful. That was much needed and appreciated, and much gratitude for that. This vacation I'm on from work, I go back to work Monday, and well, I'm gonna just say I go back to work in a few days, a couple days, and oh my goodness, like I'm not ready. I'm not ready. And I've been doing a lot of thinking and soul searching. And I know that I love working with children. It touches my heart in a different way. And I know I want to make a difference and I love helping people. But I feel like it's time for me to transition to a new position in my life. Career wise, I don't think this is the position for me. And it kind of breaks my heart to say that because I love the babies. I love those babies. And I love their families. Like, it's a different, special kind of bond with the families. And it is amazing. It's amazing. And it makes me happy to the core of me. But, I can't let certain feelings stop me from reaching my fullest potential. So I am on another journey. I am looking to get into more personal endeavors as far as career wise, and to play on my strengths. So, I'm looking to expand my businesses. I'm gonna straight up say that. But in the meantime, I am looking for something that more so aligns with my purpose. So we'll see how long I stay where I'm at. But the plan is to transition over and to start making my own income streams as well so that I don't have to rely on a 9 to 5. And if I do work 10, 12, 13 hour shifts. I don't now at this job, but if I do work those kind of shifts, it's for me. It's not for anybody else. It's for me. In my career and my business, not anybody else's. So definitely on that journey. Um, this is kind of a video just catching up on everything and kind of giving you guys a preview of my mindset and where I'm at. So yeah. What else? Oh, yeah, I've been all into politics lately. Oh, listen, I shut myself out of politics a lot, but I wanted to know what was up with the stimulus checks. And let me tell you, whew, Lord, it's been a lot going on. So, I was talking about the stimulus checks. Well, I wasn't, not on here at least. I haven't been on here. But I have been keeping up on that, and they were talking about the 2000. That's out the window cuz new Congress starts Monday the 5th. So, unless new Congress wants to bring it up, and unless, well, actually it starts Sunday. Yeah. Um and then, the Georgia runoff election is Monday. So, unless the Democrats take over in those Senate seats, then it's going to be the same ordeal. You can kiss them $2,000 checks goodbye. And even with the $2,000 checks, I think it'll just be like a compensation. So, we're getting our $600 checks, and 600 per dependent. I think up to 3 dependents, I guess. But yeah, we're getting those, but I think they'll just give us the difference if it's like, the additional 2,000 that we get. But unless the Democrats take over the majority in the Senate, shit ain't happening anyway. Like, it's a wrap on that, because Mitch McConnell is not having it. He has too much power in that Senate and as the majority leader, and it can be really frustrating because I think everybody agrees that they want to do the $2,000 stimulus, but what they're doing is tying Section 230 into that. And I feel like, to give a little rundown, Section 230 is going to repeal the, it's like a Communications Act of 96, which is based on a Communications Act of 1930 something, I think 32. But because of the internet, this specific one is from 96. So they want to hold internet companies liable for what its users say. I feel like if they repeal that law, that is the end of free speech on the internet. That's it. Like, because now you think you going to Facebook jail now for saying some stuff? You think Twitter is filtering shit now for people saying stuff? No. They're going to get sued for people saying stuff. So it's really they're going to shut all that shit down. Like, and I like my free speech. So I don't think repealing Section 230 is a good idea, which is why the Democrats is like, no, we had an independent standalone $2,000 bill. And now Mitch McConnell turned that down, wouldn't even let people vote on it in the Senate. That's the thing. He wouldn't let Congress vote on it. He didn't even open it up. He kept objecting it. It was ridiculous. And he in turn put out his own $2,000 stimulus bill, but he put more terms and conditions on it, and then he threw along with that bill the Section 230 repeal. And I think he did another thing. Oh, he wanted to come up with a fraud team to relook at the election, a bipartisan fraud team to relook at the election results to make sure there was no fraud going on, to investigate. I feel like that's a waste of time, money, and resources, but hey, I would be willing to allow them or whatever to do that. Just give us our $2,000, man. Like, you guys have given us $1,200 since March when all of this went down. Like, come on, y'all. And yes, I am working. Thank God I still have my job. but the shit is still a struggle. Okay, like it's still a struggle. We're at home more. We were at home for a long time. We're at home more, and there's just a lot that needs to be done on in all of our lives. But you got to think about food security. You got to think about bills going higher because you're at home more, so you're using more resources and things of that nature. Like, and some people need help with rent. Some people need help with the basic utilities and food security and all that stuff. So I've tried to do my part and help spread the word about food boxes in our area. um I've tried to, well, I have given up some toys, some old toys that aren't developmentally serving Yomi as much, and I'm giving them to families in need. We still have a lot. So if you guys know of a family in need that's in Michigan and the Metro Detroit area, please let me know. Hit me up. Um, but yeah, I'm trying to do my part to help. But those stimulus checks would really help. So, and I think when Biden swears in or whatnot, I know he's gonna. He was real big on helping the people directly. So we'll see how that goes. I don't put anything past any president. I don't put my faith and soul and trust into presidents. I found out that I had to realize rather that whoever the president is, that's not gonna it's not gonna dramatically improve or decrease my success. I can't just rely on that, and we have to do more with our local government because who we assign Senate seats and into Congress, our governors, our judges, our local judges. Um, all of that is very important. So, you know, do your part and vote your local ordinances and, on a national level. But don't put all your hope, faith, and resources into a president or into anybody but yourself, honestly. So, I hope you guys have made resolutions. Some of my resolutions include, like I said, more self care, clearing up my blockages, doing what truly makes me happy. And when I say that, I mean, I don't want to procrastinate. Say, me getting fit is, something, a goal of mine, me getting more fit. Um, so I don't want to make that my resolution. Like, oh, I want to lose X amount of pounds and blah, 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 or I want to get fit. That's not my resolution. My resolution is do what's ultimately going to make me happy. So, me being in shape, me being healthier, that's going to make me happy. And when I do things like wake up and I'm like, okay, I need to go work out, but I don't because I'm being lazy, that isn't going to make me happy in the long run. Yes, it's instant gratification, but it's going to aid to me doing more damage than good because I'm not going to work out like I said I was. That's not going to help me get fit, and being fit is what's going to make me happy. So, I have to think of my long-term happiness, and I have to stop being so short-sighted, and that's one of my resolutions. So do what ultimately makes me happy and play the long game. Stop being so short sighted. A few other resolutions. Up my income, my streams of income. Be more consistent in everything I do because I love this YouTube stuff. I do. I really do, but I'm just not consistent enough. And that's something that I really need to do. So, and I'm putting even more on my plate because I guess I could say this now where me and me and a couple of my dearest friends are starting a podcast. So more info on that soon to come, but we're starting a podcast, and I need to make sure I manage my time appropriately so that I can continue to make these videos and do this podcast. And the podcast is going to be a whole totally separate vibe. Like, this is a personal development type of thing. That is going to be more perspective and keeping it 100 type thing. Like, so it's going to be a different side of me that you will see. And I think it'll be very entertaining, and very insightful because it's three black women, and we're all in the same age range. We're all 30, and we're at different pieces of our lives. Like, we have different journeys going on, so we have different perspectives, and I think that'll be extremely insightful and fun and entertaining as fuck, because we are some, yeah, we're funny. So um yeah, that's coming soon, so I cannot wait to get that started and get that out there for you guys. um yeah, those are some, not all of my resolutions, but I just wanted to give you guys kind of a heads up, a catch up, some work that you guys should be, or I think you guys should be doing to make it more helpful. It's never too late to come up with New Year's resolutions. It's never too late to come up with resolutions and to change. Take inventory of what you're doing in your life. um I know I sound like a broken record talking about taking inventory, but it's so true. You have to write this down. And it's this website that I just signed up for because I saw it on Instagram, selfauthoring.com. And basically, this for like $30, and right now they have a special going on, so you could get two for one for $30. Um, you can They'll ask you some questions, and you have to author your past, and then you have to author your present, and then you have to author your future. So it's like scripting. If you don't remember my scripting video, I will post it down below. But um, I spoke about scripting as far as the future goes, and this is you writing down everything that you want to happen in your future, but you're writing it in a present tense. You're writing it from a state of gratitude, like it's already happening, and that's a form of manifesting. So it's kind of like scripting with the future one, but it's more directed. It's more I feel like it's more effective because it gives you what you need. It starts you off with the right tools, and you're not just starting with a blank canvas. They give you questions that you should answer. um yeah, so that's about it. um I just wanted to kind of catch up with you guys and show you guys, yes, I'm still here, I'm still alive, and I'm grateful for it. um I have more videos to come soon. I'm working on it, y'all. It's just I've been fatigued. It's a lot been going on. Although I'm grateful to be alive, and I'm still in great spirits. It's just been a lot going on, and I will be making a video about that too. So you'll see what's going on and everything, or a little piece of it, what I want to share. And yeah, so thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how you guys are doing, how your holiday went. Did you celebrate Kwanzaa? Did you celebrate Christmas? Did you not celebrate anything? Are you in a spirit of giving? Like, how are you guys feeling? Are you happy that 2020 is over? Oh my goodness. Or are you just looking like shit? 2021 people doing the same thing. They got the same vibe. COVID is still here. We still in a pandemic. Like, 2021 ain't gonna be no different. Let me know how you feel. Sound off. And yes, thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you later. Be grateful. Ciao.